PUAtraining.com.
Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to find a girlfriend, and more importantly how to find a special girl, maybe your dream girl. This is something, I'm getting older now and I'm a bit more serious. I like to be in relationships more than being single. So this is something that I'm thinking about a lot, and in this video I'm going to give you my tips and my method to go out and find a great girlfriend. So the first thing is to understand what you're really looking for and what you want. So find a girl that would be right for you. To start with, if you haven't had much experience, you really do need to go on a lot of dates. You do need to meet a lot of girls to understand the things that you like and the things that you don't like. It's actually helpful at this time to have a really clear picture, even to maybe write it down. Write down the characteristics, the qualities, and the things that you would look for in a dream girl, someone that would be right for you. The next step is to think about where to meet her. Of course, you might meet her in a bar or a club. It's always possible. Every type of girl goes to these places. But you could also start to be a bit smarter about it, and you could think, if you want to meet a healthy girl, you could meet her in the gym. If you want to meet someone that's fit, in a yoga class, you could go to evening classes. You could go to a bookshop and look in the sections of the kind of books you're interested in, maybe in psychology or travel, and find girls that have the same interests. So you want to be a bit smart about the kind of places to meet her. When you actually do meet a girl, you can do some clever things to find out quickly whether she's a good girl and whether she's the kind of girl that would not cheat on you, that would be faithful, and that would make a good girlfriend. So when you first meet her, a lot of guys make a mistake when they meet a girl that they really like. They don't escalate quickly, so they don't try and kiss her too fast or get her back to their place too fast. But this is actually a mistake. It's a good thing to try and escalate very quickly, because if you find that the girl is easy from doing this, then you know what she's been like in the past. Another thing that you can do is you can ask questions about her previous relationships. You can ask her how long her previous relationships were. If her longest relationship is a month, then maybe she's not really that kind of serious girl that you might be looking for. If she's had a lot of long relationships, she might be. And the next question you should ask is how she feels about her exes. Is she still in touch with any of them? If she says that they're all crazy bastards, then probably there's something wrong there. Either she chooses the wrong kind of guys, so she goes for bad boys and guys that treat her badly, or she might be a little bit crazy, and she might go crazy at times, and that's why the breakups have been difficult. A good normal girl will not have terrible things to say about all her exes, so that's a question that will tell you a lot. When you meet her, you can look at things like visual cues. So, if she's a girl that has tons of makeup, loads of accessories, fake boobs, fake eyelashes, fake hair, all of this stuff, then she's probably a little bit more promiscuous. If she smokes, she's probably more promiscuous. If she's got tattoos, she's probably more promiscuous. So there are visual cues. Generally, a natural-looking girl that's a little bit shy is going to be a bit better. And you can find out as well by escalating, like I said. Later on, when you're on a second or third date, something you can do, because all people, guys do it and girls do it, they try and present their best possible self. So, they'll say, oh no, I don't drink much, or I don't really go out to the club that often, even if they're doing it every week. So I use some techniques to find out if a girl is good, and I do it by making the behavior seem acceptable and then finding out the answer. So if you don't want to go out with a girl that goes to clubs every weekend or every night of the week, then you can say, oh yeah, it's really cool going to clubs, do you go out a lot? And you kind of lead the question in a positive way, so she's kind of, yeah, I do. Or you could say something like, I think guys are bad when they talk about women as sluts, and there's no word like this for men. And I think it's okay for a girl, sometimes to just meet a guy and she feels something, and to have one night stands and stuff from time to time. I think it's okay, and you can kind of set that frame that it's okay, and then she will agree, and you get to get the information because you've painted it as acceptable. So think about the things that you want to find out. If it would be a deal breaker that she's done drugs in the past, past, the way to ask her is not to say, you know, have you done drugs, and kind of look at her suspiciously like her parents might. The way to do it is to say, you know, a lot of people will do it, I think it's okay, a lot of my friends do it, and I've tried it in the past, you know, do you ever do any drugs? And then she's more likely to give you an honest answer. So within a very short number of dates, if you know what you're looking for, if you've got the kind of girl that you want in mind, if you've asked her about her previous relationships, if you've asked her questions to find out whether she's the kind of girl that you want based on your requirements, and if you've tried to kind of catch her out with these questions, you're already quite far ahead of most guys in this position, because you would have qualified her really well. Another thing you can do finally is when you're out with her in a bar or a club, you can see how she interacts with other guys. When you're walking through, is she kind of checking out the guys? When you're not looking, when you're looking at the other way, is she noticing who's coming in the room? If you go to the toilet, you could leave her in a busy area by the bar and just see how she deals with guys. You know, does she reject them, or does she talk to them if they come and try and hit on her? So there you have it, guys. Go out and use this stuff and find yourself a girlfriend. And if you do happen to find your dream girl, please do send me a message. Some of my happiest moments are when I get wedding invitations, or when guys tell me they've got married or engaged. Again, guys, thanks for watching.